So forget about student loan debt. My college experience was filled with purple everything. Go Cats. It was filled with trips to Aggieville with $2 U-Collets at O'Malley's, late night runs to Sonic, late night study sessions at Hale Library, and being flat broke. Now that I've graduated from college, there are a bunch of things that I wish I knew about student loan debt that I know now. Now, when I graduated from Kansas State University, I had $35,000 in student loan debt, and I was just making $10 an hour at my very first job. I wanted to share with you some key takeaways that I know about student loan debt that I know now, but let's go ahead and hop into these tips. Hey guys, it's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel for all things millennial, money, and debt-free living. If you want to learn how to live a debt-free life, aka no payments, you better hit subscribe because I have a bunch of tips and resources for you to help you live a debt-free life. Okay, so the first thing that I wish I knew about student loan debt that I know now is the difference between subsidized and unsubsidized loans. Now, subsidized loans are need-based loans, and the interest does not accrue until after your grace period. So your grace period after you graduate is generally 6 months, and then after that 6-month grace period is over, your subsidized loans will start accruing interest. Unsubsidized loans are not needs-based, and the interest is accrued as soon as that loan is dispersed to your account. So if you're a freshman or sophomore in college and you accept an unsubsidized loan, that loan is going to accrue interest throughout your entire time in college. As soon as it hits your account, it starts accruing interest. So of the two loans, unsubsidized and subsidized, subsidized would be the lesser of the two evils, but you don't get to pick which ones you get. It's all based upon your FAFSA form, which you fill out through the U.S. Department of Education. Okay, the second thing that I wish I knew was how to lessen the burden of student loan debt while I was in school. Even if I had just put $20 a month towards my loans while I was in college, I would have saved myself a bunch of money. Now, I had walked away with $35K, and out of those, I had a bunch of unsubsidized loans. And if I had just put $20 a month, I would have decreased my balance by $960, and that would have been interest that I could have saved myself. Paying early saves you money in the long run. I know it doesn't feel like it's an emergency situation that you need to pay attention to right now if you're in college, but trust me, it will save you tons of money. I would much rather have used that $960 to go on a really fun trip or upgrade my apartment versus spending it on student loan debt that I didn't need that. Didn't need it. The next thing that I wish I knew is how much student loan debt sucks after graduation. So Student Loan Hero had put together a statistic that millennials ages 20 to 30 see an average monthly student loan payment of $351. Now let me show you exactly what my student loan repayment breakdown looked like. So the U.S. Department of Education, I had $122 per month due with them. I had a $51.53 payment towards Sallie Mae. I have no idea why it's such a random number. And then I also had a loan directly from my university's foundation, and that was $50 a month. Now, I also had a loan from a family member for $3,000, and that family member was really flexible with me and how I was going to repay them, but I think I had planned on doing either $50 or $100 per month, so it ended up being over $300 really is what I was trying to put towards, and that's just really minimum balance until I could get everything paid off. And my very first job, I was working as an intern at an ad agency making $10 an hour, so I was not bringing in a bunch of money, and I knew I needed to change things very, very quickly. The next thing that I wish I knew was how to create a budget to use it to my advantage. So I never tracked money until after I graduated college, and what I wish I would have done was gone back, looked at my income and expenses while I was in school, and then figure out exactly what I needed to set aside for what. So I would have set aside money for things like rent, utilities, my sorority dues. I would have set aside money for books and any other fees for my university, any tuition that I could pay for out of pocket. And then I'd also, budget for fun things like going to Aggieville and having fun, because that's important too. That definitely has to be part of my college experience. I would have been much better off in adulthood had I done these things beforehand, and I would have been that much more financially savvy to start attacking my debt. And I don't even think, had I known that, I would have been way more into scholarship hunting and tried to pay for the tuition in cash as much as possible. And the last thing that I wish I knew about student loan debt that I know now is just how to maximize my time to earn cash. So while I was in school, I held a part-time job, about 25 hours a week, working as a server at Chili's. And then my senior year, I had an internship. So altogether, I was working 25-ish hours, but I wasn't maximizing my time. I was putting a lot of time, on nights and weekends, and I felt like I was missing out on a lot of things. Instead, I would have worked maybe full-time during the summer to lessen kind of the part-time work during school, or I would have found a part-time job that I could fit within a day schedule. I also would have used things like reputable online surveys. So I use Survey Junkie now. I'll add my affiliate link below, but that would have been really easy for me to do while I was bored in class or something. But you can earn like 20, 30 bucks easy, and then I could have used that for coffee cash or going down to Aggieville or going out for my Sonic runs. That would have been really easy for me to do. I also could have sold more things on Craigslist. Now we have a whole bunch of buy-sell apps. My favorites are OfferUp and LetGo, and I could have sold more things using those platforms. And then I also could have become a peer tutor. So in most universities, if you have at least a B average or higher in a course, you can apply to become a peer tutor, and you could earn money throughout the week. So I actually aced a lot of my French courses. Yes, was a French minor right here. Do not use it at all anymore. But I could have become a French tutor for beginner levels of French class, like French 1 and 2. That would have been really easy for me to do had I just gone into, the office and signed up with the French curriculum advisors. So how many of you have paid attention to student loan debt? Jump in the comments, let me know. If you have a buttload of student loan debt already and you are ready to get rid of it, knock it out, then I invite you to check out more through my online course, The Freedom Project. The Freedom Project is my step-by-step debt-free program that helped me eliminate $35,000 in student loan debt in 2.5 years on a $37,000 income. So check out that program if you want to get serious about your debt-free game. Hop on over and check that out, and I'll catch you guys in another video.